The Couch Steals are brought to you by the VLG Studio, the community for people with a story to tell.
You're now tuned in to the Couch Stealers anime podcast.
And guess what? You can't beat me because I'm the principal of Sans. Oh my god, he about to he got a hand. Let's go. He's having a full-on Shinji and Kari. Why am I fighting this thing?
It's been a minute since I've heard that song. It's been a minute. It's been a long
minute. But the best thing about it being a minute is that we back. What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know it's the Couch Stealers. It's the one and only myself, Mikey J.
And it's your boy AU. And we back. Again. It's been a while. I feel like the what's up is also like just a valid thing to be asking each other because I also haven't even spoken to you and vice versa.
Last time we hung out was what, like a month ago? Like I came up there.
Even before that, no.
Oh, before that, bro. You know me. I was under a rock. I was under the biggest rock, bro. I ain't had nothing else going.
Same.
We were moving and grooving and getting everything together. I was under a rock.
Well, you got married, got a new space. Yep. Finally, thank God.
Listen.
Needed.
We ain't gonna talk about it, but at the same time, I don't think y'all understand. AU came in the clutch and helped the brother move on like the last day when that had to happen, and we don't got to go into it. And now
we don't gotta go into nothing.
Just know, you was the real MVP. I was standing on that podium. There were tears in my eyes. You were the real MVP. I need that to be known. All right.
Listen, nothing at all.
Oh my God, bro! I'm so gassed to be back. I'm hyped. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. I got a new job or new position in my job.
You already know
that shit has been taking me out.
Listen,
I have been working nonstop, but things are finally slowing up, so we back.
Mm-hmm. Yo, and listen, shout out to AU as well. I got a new job too, so we've been able to have some more time to maneuver and, room to do activities and stuff. We got the new crib, like he said before. My wife is upstairs. I have a wife now, by the way. I got a wife.
What you mean? No, we introduced that a while ago.
I know, but for those that may not have remembered.
No. Talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. I love my wife. I
love my wife. Yo, that's crazy because like he's not even with his wife no more. He's not even with his wife no more.
They're not.
No, bro. Ever since when I go a second. When
wait. Chance the Rapper almost ruined his career, and now they're not together no more.
Listen, Chance the Rapper got caught twerking on some or getting twerked on.
Hot.
All right, fine. There was cameras everywhere. And he wasn't really hiding.
He knew the camera was right there. He was looking in the camera.
He wasn't really hiding. I'll admit, he wasn't really hiding. But, yeah, no, they're no longer together. So, but I love my wife, and we are still together. I love my wife, and we are.
You got it.
You know. But yo, AU man, we are back. It is very, very happy to be back. So, just some housekeeping. As always, we appreciate y'all. Don't forget to listen wherever you get your podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe, rate and review, all of that good stuff. Follow us across all socials at Couch Stealers and subscribe to the Couch Stealer YouTube channel. The Couch Stealer YouTube channel. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back.
The Couch Stealer
YouTube channel. To watch this episode and all other videos and shorts, make sure to hit that notification bell so you know when we drop something, you never miss it. Also, one thing I got to add, if you are following us on any, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever, our RSS feed got screwed up. So
they got screwed up pretty bad.
It got screwed up really bad, and we ain't going to talk about it. But I will say what's going to end up happening is when we drop this episode, we're going to go ahead and put that new podcast link so y'all can follow that podcast. And we've already uploaded all of our past episodes, so you can find that on there. So no harm, no foul. Everybody's all good to go. Hey, you got anything else you want to add to the people?
No, I don't got nothing. I want to get into it because, we were already talking about how we're both under rocks and whatnot. But obviously we caught a few things. We got a few things. A few things came out here and there. But I want to kick it off and just like kind of, and everybody don't take long breaks again. Listen, man. Listen. Okay, so in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will say I blame Mikey. This one was on both of us.
I blame Mikey too. No, trust me. In the past, I blame Mikey too. I'll be honest with you. There's a couple of them been on me.
But since we talk about long breaks, I got a question because we were chatting the other day, and I was like, "All right, what is too long for an anime to come back?"
Okay. Now this is one that's near and dear to your heart. I know that.
Yes, 100%. Because we have two different very ideas regarding this or surrounding it. I have more of like, if it's gas, like a good anime, it 2.5 years. That's your max. 2.5 years
from your last episode that you dropped.
Yes.
Okay.
You could even give us like something in between, and I'm fine with that.
You want like an OVA or something?
You could. It don't gotta be an OVA. I mean, but think about it. Most anime nowadays, when it's dropping and is gas, you don't get a movie in between.
Low key, you are.
A lot of times you're going to get a movie in between. So if you got a gas anime, you got the following, you got the backing, you got the funding. I don't think you should be taking longer than 2.5 years.
Okay.
If you're okay, like, okay, I enjoy the anime, you got like 1.5 years before I'm like tuned out.
So, and this is where you and I end up like butting heads on this exact topic.
I almost didn't watch Attack on Titan.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like you will let I love you, boy, but you will let something go completely by the wayside, and I will be like, will you not come over here and consume this greatness? You'd be like, nah, they took too long. And I'm like, what you mean they took too long? Like,
yeah. Hell's Paradise, for example, they're cooked. Did you hear?
They're cooked? Cooked is crazy.
They're not coming back until 2026.
Yeah, January of 2026. That's only a year away. What you mean? What you mean?
That first season. That first season. Hold on. When did Hell's Paradise season 1 end? No. Hell's Paradise.
Because I'll tell you right now. I remember Hell's Paradise season 1 came out when we went to shout out to that party out in New York. That joint was fire. It was that same day. Shonen Pump. It was Shonen Pump.
It was Shonen Pump party. However, July 1st, 2023.
Yeah, that's so 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So
you're telling me a second season, bro? This is only your second season. You making us wait 3 years?
I mean, listen. Sometimes these animators got families.
Hell's Paradise wasn't even like that, and I liked Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise was good though.
It was good.
It was good.
It wasn't gas.
I will debate it was gas, and I will say that I got the gas.
Pacing was not like that.
It got better on the second. Hell's Paradise is one, and I'll give you credit on this. Hell's Paradise is one that you got to watch 2 times. If you watch Hell's Paradise 2 times, like on the second watch,
I remember when you said watch it again because we were having the debate, and I said, okay, which one is better? Because we were talking about the Dark Triad, and I said, okay, bet who's better, Chainsaw Man or Hell's Paradise? And then we both rewatched them both, and then if I remember correctly, you also agreed with me that Chainsaw Man is better than Hell's Paradise.
Chainsaw Man is better than Hell's Paradise, yes. After I did my rewatch of Hell's Paradise, I'm actually getting ready. I'm going to do my rewatch of Chainsaw Man season 1 right when season 2 getting ready to drop. But I can tell off of my rewatch of season 1 of Hell's Paradise, Chainsaw Man's better. I can tell.
Yes.
Chainsaw Man's better. And that's not a problem. I still enjoyed Hell's Paradise. It was still a fun watch.
For sure, I enjoyed it. But 3 years, I don't know if I already had issues with the pacing of the season in itself. So like now you're making me wait 3 years just to get back to something I was already having difficulty watching. So like the first like 3 episodes of Hell's Paradise was fire. I enjoyed it. I thought the pacing was going well, everything, and then it just kind of started going a little too fast for me.
I'll say it to you like this, because Hell's Paradise is one that even on the second watch, that the pacing was something that I got used to on the second watch, and that was because I was able to binge it. So the fact that I was able to binge it and I can kind of get used to like, all right, I'm just going back to back and churning these sons of guns out. It was a little bit easier. But the issue for me right now, as far as an anime taking too long to come back, is I end up forgetting stuff. That's why I end up having to go back and rewatch it. And so that's not a problem to me. I don't mind going back and rewatching it because and we'll get into it a little bit later because Fire Force. But the reality is, for me, like when I rewatch an anime, I pick up on things. Like, and it doesn't matter if it's an anime or a show or whatever. When I rewatch something, you pick up on things that you don't see before. So I can have a greater appreciation for a show.
100%. You know, I'm a rewatch king. I'm gonna rewatch almost everything that I watch.
That's a fact. And so, like, I don't got a problem rewatching something. I don't have a problem going back and enjoying a show with characters that I really, really enjoy and finding new characters to sit back and say, all right, I didn't even look like you on the first go round, but now I understand what your motivation was. I understand what your thought process is.
100%. 100%. I mean, just because you brought it up, for example, there are some characters that I enjoyed more on my second watch of Fire Force.
Okay.
That I would definitely say I wouldn't necessarily say I liked the first time around.
Why would you not say you liked them the first time? No.
Well, I mean, it depends if we're going to get into it.
Well, yeah. Hold on, because I want to go one more point. I want to make one more point when it comes to the length of time.
The length of time thing. Yeah. Go ahead.
The big thing for me, and the reason why I don't like go crazy about it, is a couple. One, when you look at the fan base is going to be like yearning for it. It's almost like that notion of like when you got a long line outside of a club. You know what I mean? Like when you got a long line outside of a club, the club might be popping, but the club might not be popping, but it don't matter because you got the long line. So it's going to build that anticipation. So you're going to get a little bit more anticipation built up when you actually got to sit there and wait for it.
First and foremost.
Let me cook.
All right. Go ahead.
Let me cook. Hold on. I've been sitting on this one for a minute. Hold on.
Literally. My boy got a whole entire analogy. Already cooked up.
Oh, bro, trust me. If I didn't think that joint would fall behind me, I would pick it up and start throwing on it.
This is reminiscent of when you set me up with Attack on Titan. I forgot what that debate was, but I can't remember. But you had set me up one time.
It's just a matter of not only does the anticipation build for the fan base, but when you have a lot longer of a time to create something, the margin of error for me is shortened because you have enough time to be able to flush out the story, flush out your characters, flush out your animation, make sure everybody getting home on time and getting food. There ain't no slave ship going on out here or sweatshop going on out here, I should say. But like it needs.
But it's Mappa, so like I mean,
let's put Mappa to the side. I know it's Mappa, but put Mappa to the side for a second. The reality is like when you have that amount of time to actually create something, you have to be able to deliver. And I have the anticipation knowing y'all took 6 years to come back. I know 6 years is an exaggeration, but y'all took
some take 6 years. I'll let you know I ain't watching that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. I got no problem coming back to that because here's where I have the issue. If you take that long and it's trash. If you take that long, you come back and it's garbage.
You're running a huge risk. You're running a massive risk the longer you take when you come back, especially if your fan base is not even that deep, because you mentioning like anticipation. And I understand that. There's nothing like anticipating something and then just like having that buildup occur. I agree. Watching, you know, everything bubble over at the sides is like, we want that. We want that.
Yeah.
However, were we really bubbling over at the sides for Hell's Paradise?
Not for Hell's Paradise, but there are shows that we are like that.
But that's my point. So I'm saying if you got that heat, you got gas, then I can understand you taking that extended break. So, for example, just to name a few that I would say I would wait 3 years.
Yeah, I'm curious of what this. Yeah, what's this list? What's this list that you got?
I will definitely wait 3 years, 3.5 years for JJK. Easily. Fair. I'm okay with that.
Fair.
Ooh, sorry.
I would actually judge
almost
you.
Had to sneeze.
I would judge you if you weren't waiting for JJK. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, but that's crazy because you got to understand they have given us so much that like it's worth anything that they're telling me I have to wait for. I already know what's been set up. There's already a precedent with this title in itself and what they produce. So therefore, like there is that level of excitement for like waiting for something, that anticipation bubbling over. Like that's there because we know what they have. However, for something like Hell's Paradise that's only been out for one season, and was it a good first season? Yeah, it was a good first season, but it wasn't like that. It was
so I'll give you an example too. On that same kind of tip, I'll give you an example. And I know you haven't watched it, so I'm gonna eventually get you to watch it because you gotta watch this. Blue Lock. I'm gonna give you an example of Blue Lock. So now,
good luck.
Shout out to everybody that's with us. Shout out to everybody in the chat that's loving Blue Lock. Blue Lock is dope. Now, let me tell you something about Blue Lock. Season 1 of Blue Lock was gas. Everyone that watched season 1 of Blue Lock realized that Blue Lock was gas. Like, shout out to everybody that's a part of that. Like, it's fire.
I respect it. I respect it 100%.
A fire anime between the intentionality of like, okay, who's the greatest him? No, bro, they in that joint making Jordans. They in there making Michael Jordans because they making psychopaths that want to do nothing but winning. I'm telling you, they making psychopaths.
And they're making Michael Jordans.
They're making it. They're in there making
I love it. I love it. I love it. That sounds crazy as hell.
And so now I got you. So season 1, they had a lot of fanfare. It did really well. A lot of people loved it. I loved it. It's dope. Shout out Shigiri right behind me. So the reality that happened was they came.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, that's who that is. Yeah, shout out T. T got that from me. I ain't gonna lie. So we get to season 2 of Blue Lock, and the first thing that everybody is like harping on with Blue Lock was the animation. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The animation for Blue Lock season 2 starts off kind of rough. It keeps you in because you're invested in the players, you're invested in the story, but. What was they calling it? They was calling it what's the joint? The Microsoft joint that you used to work on when you was a kid? Not PowerPoint, but what's the thing where it's like ning, 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 like every single animation of it. Every single animation of it.
Windows Vista or like XP?
Like, no, I'm talking like Windows
XP.
Windows. Like I'm talking like Windows 95. Like it looked like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, some of the animation definitely looked like it was like still images that were just like kind of slowly moving.
No way.
Yes. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna fix my camera real quick.
No way, dude.
Fix my camera real quick. Yo, I'm saying.
It's okay. It's an empty space. You got that back there. You're gonna live.
Listen. I'm trying to live, but I also want to I set all this up over here. I want y'all to see my setup. But no, so like it was like slowly but surely taking images and just like kind of growing, like sliding them across the screen. And a lot of people had issues with the fact that the animation was so lackluster. And I personally think the animation was that way because of the fact that they had to come back so fast. Season 1 and season 2, the break between season 1 and season 2 of Blue Lock is gotta be.
How long did it take,
bro?
For them to come back?
10, 14 months.
Exactly.
So, but that's the animation suffered. The only episode of Blue Lock season 2 where the animation hit crazy was the last episode. And I ain't gonna hold you, the animation.
And
hit
that
crazy.
Was season 2.
Yeah.
Then they on to something. So I'm gonna give them that.
But like that's what I'm saying. See, the animation for season 2, the season finale of season 2. For anybody that watched the Blue Lock season finale of season 2, it was the best. That's when I texted you and I was like, "Yo, this might be the best sports anime of all time." This might be the best sports.
I still got Haikyuu up there, man. And it's the only sports anime to date that I have been able to fully invest myself in and watch.
Until you watch Blue Lock.
I did.
You watched Blue Lock.
I did. I watched 3 episodes of Blue Lock.
That don't count. You know that.
Yes, it does.
No, that don't count.
It does, bro.
Episodes, that don't count.
Yes, it do. Yes, it do.
No, it don't, bro. No, it don't.
If you can't get me in 3 episodes, like with something, especially considering we're talking about sports anime, you know that's like a very troubling area for me to get into.
A rough area. I'll give
very troubling area for me to get into.
I will give you that.
Like I'm even getting more into like what are we calling buddy daddies? What are we calling
like Spy Family and stuff?
Spy Family. Like what genre? Honestly, because I feel like it goes in. It crosses a few. You know what? Let's see.
I call them feel good anime. Like I don't think that's technically. It's not. I mean, there's elements of shoujo. There's elements of shonen. But
that's what I'm saying. There's elements.
I call them feel good anime. That's how I look at it. I genuinely just be like, yo, I need me a feel good anime that I could watch. And I like get excited for the feel good anime. But the reality is when you look at a studio deciding to take a very long time to come back with something, and again, I don't mind if they take a long time to come back if it's heat. I don't. And to be honest with you, if they take a long time to come back and it's not heat, then yes, I'm going to be upset. But I still will be upset if they take a short amount of time and it's trash. See Promised Neverland. Like, you got to give me something that is going to... That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to go that route...
Did they take that long, though? But either way, even whether they did or they did not. However, you cannot deny that season 1 of Promised Neverland was absolutely flames.
Absolutely. It was.
So it was worth whatever weight that was being provided. Did they take long enough to the point where it's like, oh, the second season came out and it was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. That's a mishap, first and foremost. That was just crazy. But regardless, they gave us something. They gave us enough to where the point where that weight was okay. That's how it is for me. For me, I need something. I need a concrete something to really just lay my head on, like, and just be like, all right, bet. We here. I can wait for this. I don't feel that way about Hell's Paradise.
I'm gonna give you one. Because I can tell you one right now that we're in the midst of quote unquote waiting on, and I'm afraid what it's gonna look like by the time they get here. Because right now we're waiting on Heavenly Delusions. Think about it like
okay.
That. If Heavenly Delusions comes back and pulls a Promised Neverland, we're both going to be highly upset because the season 1 was so crazy. But they're taking a lot of time. And I don't even know when Heavenly Delusion Season 2 is coming out.
Yeah,
but I'm waiting on it.
But
we haven't gotten anything on it.
You know what? I want to check.
I'm waiting on it. I'll be honest with you. I'm waiting on it. So we get Heavenly Delusion Season 2, and it takes another year and a half, but it slaps.
Shout out to you, by the way. You got me on Heavenly Delusion.
You welcome.
Like, did I saw it before for sure, but I was probably never going to end up watching it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you made me watch that one. It's well worth it. Like it was like mind blown. By the way, it just blew my mind. I still to this date don't know what the fuck was going on with that shit.
I don't look, bro. Between you know how long it took me to be like, yo, are they really there? Are they not there?
Aliens.
Are they aliens? Exactly. Like, yo, what's going on with the kid, bro? Whose kid is that? Did she have a
bro? Whose kid is that? I need to know.
And like the way that they ended season 1 and how crazy that was when they introduced the doctor and all of that, just insanity. Like, I need season 2 really bad of Heavenly Delusions, and they can take as long as they want.
But again, they gave us something concrete to lay our heads on. In this instance, at minimum, if we're talking about Heavenly Delusions, that concrete like padding for me to lay my head on, was the fact that we don't know what the fuck happened. So we're waiting on the oh shit, what's going to happen? Are they going to give us something? You get what I'm saying? Are they going to give us more information? How much are they going to give us? How long are we going to be on this ride? Hell's Paradise?
Okay, go ahead.
We got everything. We got everything about the damn show already.
Hell's Paradise, we got everything about the show already. Yeah, we do, because they're just on the island.
They don't practically killed one of the damn god things already.
You want to know honestly what I'm
learn how to use all the powers they already know how to use. Like, not they didn't master obviously, but still, like, he basically willed himself to kill the one. So now that he actually know the powers and stuff, I just don't see it.
You want to know what I genuinely want to know? The only mystery that I genuinely have with Hell's Paradise that I want to know. And I'm not
is his wife real?
Is his wife real? Is his wife real, bro?
Is his wife real?
His imagination. Is that a big bro? Where's my wife?
Where's my wife? But like, it's like I don't care that much about his wife, bro. Like, to wait 3 years to wait. I'm not watching the show. I'm not watching the show to see if he has a wife or not.
Bro, no, I need to know because I feel bad if he doesn't. If he has been,
I could get that spoiler and just find out.
And I'll be okay. I don't want to spoil it.
I'm not saying I do. I'm not saying I do. But if I got the spoiler and I found out if his wife was real or not, I might stop watching the show. But we're gonna see that second season might go crazy. So I hope I'm wrong.
I look at it in a very simple way. I do. I look at it in a very simple way. If his wife is not real, that man is going to go. Gabimaru the Hollow is 100% going on a killing spree. He's going on a killing spree the likes of which we ain't never seen before. Because it is we are fully aware that the only reason why he has not become the baddest dude in the planet, even though he already kind of is because his wife is trying to make him a better person. Now you gonna tell me that this whole time his wife was a doggone mother?
I think he's being manipulated like this whole entire time, personally.
Bro, he got to force his imaginary friend, bro, and it's his wife. He's married to a force his imaginary friend. That's not okay.
But here's the thing: when you train somebody up to be a murderer like that, and they're that good, you have to give them something to balance out their psyche. Like, he needed a Foster's friend. He needed something. You can't all listen. Even Mr. How you say his name? I can't. Mr. Galapagos, Keeler, or whatever from Rick and Morty. I can't say his name. Here I go, kill it again. He had a wife and kid. You need something. See, I can't say it right now. Yes, Combobulus Michael. You need to understand. He still has something to go home to. You can't. If all you know is killing, that's a terrible thing.
There I go doing some killing again.
That's a terrible thing.
I look at it though. For me, like, if it's gonna take that long, I'm fine with it, and I'm fine waiting another year, waiting until January 2026 for Hell's Paradise to come back and tell me if his wife is real. Now, don't get me wrong. If they come back in 2026 and they give me 13 to 15 episodes and I still don't know if his wife is real, we're going to have issues. We're going to have issues, AU. We're going to have a lot of issues.
Why?
Because I need to, bro.
But you're not watching the show because of his wife.
I'm watching to see if she's real.
So what happened if in the first episode of the second season, you find out his wife is real?
And I want to see what's going to happen with him as his character and what is he going to do from there.
What happens? See, this is some bullshit. Because you're telling me that you only watch it to see if his wife is real or not.
No, that's not the only reason why I'm watching it. I'm watching it for other reasons, yes, but that is one of the main reasons I want to know. Because that's a cliffhanger to me when it comes to Hell's Paradise. Is his wife real? Like, how you going to sit here on top of the fact that it's clear that they trying to, like, I can't tell if they're going to ship him in the samurai woman. Like, I can't tell they're going to ship the two of them together.
I can't
tell neither because you don't know if his wife is real.
I want them to ship them. Because, again, once we find out that his wife isn't real, he's going to need something.
Well, why do you think you can't ship? But
because he's being manipulated. First and foremost, listen. Remember the end of season 1 where old girl was talking about, I can't remember her name, but she's nasty. She's a Kanoichi. She's a Kanoichi.
I remember it's in there.
And she was talking about how more than likely he was being manipulated, that his master was immortal.
Yep.
So
he made him like fake,
so she was like, "What else would he be manipulating him up like under, or manipulating him about?" So realistically speaking, I feel like we leaning towards his wife not being real, and I feel like him getting closer to her gives him some type of grounding when he finds out his wife isn't real.
You're not wrong. I just want you to be wrong. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I want you to be. But you're probably not wrong. You're probably not. But I want you to be wrong. Because you know how bad I would feel for Gabi Maru to hollow. And again, how dark that's going to turn if his wife's not real. If he over here thinking he coming home to home-cooked meals and they got this motherfucker sitting here eating this like random rice and he over here thinking this is a home-cooked meal. Bro, how you get Genjutsu into thinking that you have a whole smorgasbord? This dude is Plankton, bro. Remember when Plankton would come home and eat
with his robot wife?
Bro, he would eat the holographic meatloaf?
Yes, the holographic meatloaf.
The hollow, no, please don't, bro. I can't wait another. All right,
he's not Plankton. He's not.
You didn't turn.
Don't do him
I don't want to.
Don't do him like that.
Nah, bro. I don't want to wait.
Do him like that. He's not Plankton. That is diabolical. Plankton is diabolical.
Oh, he came home at that episode and said meatloaf again. Yes. That's what I'm saying, bro. Gabi Maru coming home to holographic meatloaf. I don't know how I feel about that. His wife gotta be real. Please let his wife be real.
All right. His wife is not real, but I do want to shift a little bit. Just because shifting into something, you recently rewatched. And I've been telling you for the longest time how how great Fire Force is.
Yep.
I was telling you for years. And guess what? Greg. Because this is what happened, right?
Mm-hmm. Talk to
Fire Force dropped.
Yes, it did.
And Dr. Stone dropped.
Yep.
And I said to you which one I thought I was going to like more.
Yep.
I said I thought I was going to like Dr. Stone more. You said you were going to like Fire Force more. It ended up being the opposite.
Yep.
And I liked Dr. Stone more, and then Dr. Stone fell off for me. But then I started watching Fire Force, and I was like, oh, no, this shit is gas. This is absolutely fire. No pun intended. And you didn't see it that way.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
You didn't see it that way. No, because we would not be talking about Fire Force right now, which is why I'm bringing this topic up. If you did not change your heart,
you know, in
terms of how you feel about this. So hold on, just to link it back to what we were just talking. Just to link it back also to what we were talking about. Okay, just to kind of like, you know, a little touch on that, a little cherry on top.
Okay,
how long has it taken so far for Fire Force to come back out?
Well, Where are we right now? Okay. No, I got you. It's taking a while, but the issue with that is we didn't know if they was going to get another season. And you could and I just recently finished watching,
which was crazy, but
but I finished watching seasons 1 and season 2. The way they wrapped up the last episode of season 2 was a setup for season 3. But it also felt like, yo, we might not get a season 3.
We might not get a season 3.
We're going to wrap it up a little bit. We might not get a season 3. So I'm just saying, I can understand.
I hear you. I understand, and I understand that. However, just to bring it back just a little bit as we transition into this Fire Force conversation.
All right, talk to me.
Now that you've rewatched it, is it worth the wait?
Yes, hell yeah. What kind of question? It is 100% worth the wait.
Now I'm gonna ask you before. If you didn't rewatch it recently, would you have said the same exact thing?
Probably, because it's the same guy who created Soul Eater, so I would have been like, "Yo, I'm here either way."
Okay, all right. Fair answer.
I will say I am way more excited about the new season dropping in April, I believe. The new season of Fire Force dropping. I'm way more.
I am
way more gas.
Foaming at the mouth for this.
Way more gas for it. Because the reason for me with Fire Force specifically is because, first of all, Shinra Kazakabe, they need to put more respect on Shinra Kazakabe's name as a main character.
Say for the people in the back.
Bro, Shinra is such a monster main character. He's such a monster main character. Like,
yes.
And I'm gonna tell you, when Fire Force came, bro, come on, bro. When Fire Force first came out, it was right around that time that they were. It was right around the same time My Hero was like really hitting its peak.
Yeah.
And so for me, I lost a lot of like association with Shinra because every time he's like, "Oh, I'm a hero. Oh, I'm the hero. Oh, I'm the hero." I was like, "Bro, what's he trying to be? Deku? Why you trying to be Deku, bro? Be your own character."
Okay. Yep. Talk your shit.
Now coming back to it. Or for a second watch and seeing him, bro, he the hero of that world. What you mean? He the hero of the Fire Force universe. He is the hero. He's like, you know what? I'm going to save everybody. I ain't going to save just you. I ain't going to save just your mama. I'm going to save everybody. And Shinra is a monster with it.
I'm going to save your bum ass daddy.
Monster
I'm going to save your stupid dog. I'm going to save everybody in this motherfucker.
He definitely
I'm saving everybody.
Yes. He's saving the stupid dog. Yeah, he definitely saving the stupid dog.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Hold on. Because I got some questions for you. Since we're here, and we can finally talk about Fire Force. Come
on. Give
now that we're in the second rewatch.
Okay.
Who's your favorite character? Outside of MC.
Oh, outside of MC? Outside of Shinra, who's my favorite character in Fire Force? I lean towards. I do lean. Shut up. I lean towards Obi. I do lean towards Obi because Obi's gas. Like I really, really do like Obi. Leech is crazy. Leech is just an interesting character. I don't know if he's my favorite. He's just an interesting character.
Very interesting character.
I just like when he's around. I'm trying to think who'd probably be my favorite character other than Shinra. Probably the mechanic.
No way, really?
Yeah, bro, I do.
That I was not expecting.
Yeah, I kind of like the mechanic, bro. Like,
what's his name? I can't remember his name.
I can't think of his name too.
Let me see.
Not Benny. It's not Benny Maru's fire too. Don't get me wrong.
But Benny's just like the typical like
OP
beast.
character.
Yeah, OP like, character. Everybody gotta have
OP
one.
Character.
He is OP, boy.
Yes, bro. Yes, he's a completely OP. Like it's insane.
Honestly, I thought Hinowa was gonna be your favorite personally.
Who?
The lieutenant.
Nah, bro. I actually don't like him that much. Not gonna lie.
He's a little dry for me personally, but I thought he'd be up your alley personally. Or Arthur.
See, no, we talked about Arthur.
Dumb, I know. He's just so dumb.
Okay, I got you. So Vulcan, I would say Vulcan, and I'll tell you why Vulcan. But
I already knew Vulcan was going to be somewhere in the conversation.
That's what I'm saying. The engineer, Vulcan. Vulcan's probably my neck.
But I didn't think it was going to be your favorite. That's what I'm saying. I knew he'd be somewhere in the conversation. I didn't think he'd be your favorite.
So I'll be honest with you. When I first watched Fire Force, I definitely gravitated more towards Minimaru just off of that crazy sound effect when he destroyed the Oni over like that's still anybody that has seen that already knows that's one of the craziest
literally I love that sound effect. Yeah, we're on the same page on that one. That I love that sound effect. So
when I looked at the characters that I was really going to gravitate to, the reason why Vulcan and Obi came up because he's the only one out there with no power. He's unpowered running an entire Fire Force crew. Like, he's not running it, he's commanding it. Yes, and he commands
everything
from it. And the best
put some respect on his name.
The best part about Obi, bro. The best part about Obi for me is like when you see him and they do like when they're doing like meetings in his office and everything, and he in there doing some crazy lifting up and everything, and he hanging upside down and he looking all crazy. You're like, why is he doing all this? And then you see him running head deep. I'm like, oh, that's why. That's why you gotta do some crazy ass training if you're gonna be fighting some crazy ass monsters. Like, and his whole concept of I'm going to save humanity and figure out what is making people become infernals. Like, that's a noble ass cause for a person that is already kind of controlling this or commanding is a better word. This group of passionate Fire Force warriors. And he's got to investigate everything. Leading the investigation, leading the crew, still being funny. Nah, Obi's up there. Vulcan just because I love the way he be treating his girl. I ain't gonna lie. I love the way Vulcan be treating her.
Okay. That's all we got for Vulcan.
No. It's because he's the animals, the fact that his family helped build Amaterasu.
Okay, yeah. Like, he got some history in that motherfucker.
But I like how he's never been afraid of anybody, especially Giovanni, Dr. Giovanni.
No, I honestly thought you were gonna like Dr. Giovanni a lot. I didn't think he'd be one of you. I didn't think he'd be your favorite, but I thought you'd like him a lot.
I like him as a villain, and I'll tell you,
of course.
You want to know where my moment for him came? He wasn't even in the scene, bro. He wasn't even in the scene for my favorite Giovanni moment. 100%, because I just watched the shit last week. My favorite Giovanni moment was when they saved Vulcan's girl and they had her come back and they were trying to they're trying to rehabilitate her. They got her at the Fire Force, and she started spilling about some of the stuff the evangelists are doing.
Yep.
She said one word too many, and you just saw Giovanni pop up behind her. I was like, bro,
that's brainwashing at its finest, boy.
Bro, my God,
at its finest, boy.
Got him brainwashed too. Got her brainwashed. Everybody brainwashed. And I was like, okay, that is where I said Giovanni as a character is fire. But I lean Vulcan. I lean Obi. And to be honest with you, I love Maki. I do. I'm a big fan of Maki.
I like Maki, but
Maki's the thing with Maki is
she's a little too helpless at times. And I love to see her glow up. I loved her glow up. I loved her glow up. I really did, in season 2. She came up, and I was really thankful to see that because, just watching her be so helpless for so long was so freaking annoying.
You talking about Tamaki or Maki? Because
sorry, you mean Maki, Big Brolic Maki. My bad.
Maki,
we love her. I call them both. In my head, Tamaki is still Maki too. I don't know, but they don't ever call her by her first name. I'm pretty sure they call her by her last name.
But I'll give you this about Tamaki though, because going on the point about Tamaki, it was getting old.
That's what I said. So her glow up in season 2 was it was nice. It was nice to see. It was nice to see. I agree that we need more, but if she kept giving us the same exact thing, other than just the casual like fan service, like slapstick naked content, like I was good. And then crying, like I couldn't do it no more. So her glow up was nice.
She got washed a lot, bro.
Her glow up was nice in season 2.
I mean, I'll put it to you this way: she was getting dangerously close to me. She was
like Nami. I hate to tell you that.
No, I wasn't going to say no.
I just mean in terms of just like she can contribute, but you can't really depend on her too much.
Nah, I was going to go even worse, bro. The only difference is she didn't get brainwashed. She's Momo. She was getting the Momo status for me. She was.
Momo status?
She was getting the Momo status.
You know what? I take that back. Let me put some respect on Nami's name. You're right. She was Momo.
She was getting so close
to Momo. She was Momo.
She like fought off all the infernal stuff that were coming after Juggernaut. That was when I was like, all right, I can see you trying here, and I appreciate you saving Juggernaut, because Juggernaut was absolutely going to die if they left him there. He was absolutely going to die, but I'm kind of on Tamaki. Only thing I will say that Tamaki made me laugh was that one episode, that like half episode where the guy from the Evangelist he's like the greatest assassin, but every time her clothes,
and then every time he just died inside, he's like, I'm gonna finally come and kill them. He's like, oh my greatest nemesis. I do like those moments, because those little breaks of just stupidity was just like, it's very Soul Eater-esque, and I liked it. Personally,
and going back on it again, just rewatching it, so it's fresh in my mind. When he goes to the bar or whatever where all the women are, Spirit from Soul Eater, he's in it. Spirit's right next to him. So I'm like, all right, I'm with this. So I appreciated that. But yeah, going back to one other character that we got to talk about, because we texted about him. Arthur is the simplest character that I think
he is a simpleton. Like, he's not a simple character. He is a simpleton. Arthur is, bro, he's like, if Usopp had that much delusion, Usopp would actually be the greatest sniper in the world already.
Fair, very fair. Actually,
Usopp is a liar, but he's not delusional.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
Arthur is going to end up being one of the strongest characters in this whole entire show, simply because he's delusional.
Mm-hmm.
He's a simpleton.
The part that got me, where and I know he had moments all throughout, but the part that got me with Arthur specifically that made me laugh, where I was just like, oh yeah, no, this dude is like, his brain is a tree. Like, it's just, if you go like, if you x-ray his brain, you don't see a brain. You just see a stump. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever see one of them cartoon shows when they zoom in and there's just like a little peanut in there and there's not an actual brain? For Arthur, it's a stump. It's just literally
a tree. I'm trying to understand the analogy here.
It's dense, and he's dense, and he don't even know what's going on.
He got a Oakwood stump in his shit.
Yeah, bro, my best friend Plank.
My best friend Plank.
That's what's going on.
No, oh my god, no.
Arthur's mind.
All right, hold on, George. Hold on. That was crazy.
No, because when they were fighting,
oh man, that was wild.
No, bro, I'm telling you, when
you're scared movie too. He's like, this is your brain on drugs, and they saw Beetlejuice like,
bro, that's Beetlejuice up in there too. Beetlejuice and Plank, all them up there in Arthur mind, with the delusions of everything. Like, it's all up in there. And the funny part about it is, like I said, when Vulcan was telling him, like, yo, you gotta be like that great knight that pulled the sword from the stone.
Yes.
And he was like, wait, but I'm standing on top of the vehicle. He said, don't worry about it. It's still, you pulling it, like, you putting it in, but you got to pull it out.
It's a horse. Just think of it. This is a horse. Bro, I was done. That's basically what it was.
The horse thing was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, but hold on. Because I didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to get it in mind. I got Obi outside of Shinra for sure.
Okay.
I love Obi just because, like, again, same reason. I'm not even gonna harp on it. The same reasons you had Obi in that conversation. I also have Obi in that conversation. I will say I like Iris a lot.
You like Iris a lot. Okay. Fair.
She's just that adorable character, but she's there. She's not Tamaki.
She's not Tamaki because she's not expected to fight. That's the only reason why she's not Tamaki.
But that's the scary part for her. That's the risk.
She has to be there.
She doesn't have anything to be like. She's not a fighter. She's there to lay people to rest. That's it, bro. Like, imagine you were the dude in medieval times, and they said, "Yo, we're going to war, but we need a nigga who's gonna hold the flag."
Fair. Yep. And there's somebody who know how to do a mean snare drum.
Exactly. Who gonna play these drums, bro? As you get shot in the face. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, so I respect her for that to a level like that. I feel like most people don't, because she gets a lot of hate first and foremost. But it's like to be there in those moments just to make sure that people get a proper burial, like in a way. Yeah. I just love that. And she takes it seriously, and I love that. And every time they put somebody to rest, that La Tone hits, boy. It hits every single time. You can't have Fire Force without La Tone. You can't.
And the funny thing about it that you mentioned it, and as you were talking about Iris, the only thing that came to my mind it was I've got the power of anime and God on my side. But the best thing about it is that Latom does always hit, no matter who says it.
No matter who says it.
Who's saying
it.
Like, there are times where, like I said, Obi will be fighting or Shinra, and then somebody will just come in with a quick Latom, and it's perfect. It's perfect.
Love it.
One last thing I gotta say, and I just gotta say it because it bothered me, and I was waiting to get here. When they went to
sorry,
no, shout out.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite. He's my favorite villain. I know there are better villains than him, but just every time he hits that motherfucking shit, I want to walk too.
You want to know what my favorite one is? When he go like clap. Hey yo, and then you just see this business explode. I'm like, all right, you're right.
Bro, I love that shit.
I get caught up on two characters. One, the chick from The Evangelist who can like they tried to save her, but she didn't want to be saved.
Little sewing thing. Don't save her.
She's crazy. She's
Don't
crazy.
Save her.
She's insane. Yeah, no, she's insane. She's insane. So her, but I felt so bad for that little boy. I feel so bad for that little boy.
No.
I haven't felt that little boy's life from the moment he got introduced has been hell.
Hell, man.
Like legitimately
that is a level of like manipulation in just pure corruption. It was like I hated it. It was actually, I will say there were very few times in this show that it was difficult for me to just watch it at any point in time. It was difficult for me to watch them beat his ass. That little boy, like, that knows no better, did not any fucking help, no sympathy. He's a scientific fucking weapon, basically. Like, it was terrible, man. It was hard for me to watch that. I felt so bad for that little boy.
And I agree for the point that I actually didn't like.
And then it was dead.
I didn't like how they did it. Like, he's an important character.
He's still being manipulated by a dead man.
Yeah, I don't like the interaction because so I'll put it like this. We know that every pillar has to have a protector. Every pillar has to have a protector. And they look at the 8th as being Shinra's protector. Charon is that crazy chick with the electromagnetic field. Everybody's got a protector. The fact that the dude who's supposed to be his
protector will like literally kill him is crazy.
And I don't even he
hates children. He likes beating children up.
He was the character I hated the most in the entire show because his whole concept is twisted. You're going to sit here and tell me he's as strong or almost as strong as Benimaru, but it only comes out when he gets to fight weak people? Like, you know how trash that is? He's like, oh no, I want you to stay weak forever, so we're good now. Like,
yeah, no, it was just some weirdo shit.
Weird.
I will say his character didn't connect for me. So again, to be honest with you, his character didn't connect for me. It didn't connect for me. Like who he is, like you said, how it's just kind of like I don't understand what it does for the story. I don't know what it does for that little boy at all in his development or anything. I don't understand it. I think his power is cool as shit. He is dope. I think his power is dope as shit. I think he uses it very well, but I don't understand how his personality does anything for the actual story. Or just the show in general. It's just, I think it's weird. Like, at least with Hisoka, like, he's obviously a fucking pervert.
I ain't gonna hold you. I wanted to know where you was going with that.
No. But at least with him, there is, like, something that I hate to say it, but like, you look forward to seeing Hisoka because you know that when he's on the screen, it's about to get crazy. In some regard. Some way, shape, or form is going to be something good. Is nowhere in sight.
Yeah.
Like, we got nothing but darkness around here. He is a wild boy.
Fair.
So,
and this dude,
at least with him, he's not. It's just like, he got introduced, and all we got introduced is that he's just a weird kind of like pervertish motherfucker.
Yeah, and I don't need that.
I don't think he's a pervert, but like,
he's not a pervert, but he's definitely twisted because the biggest thing for me is like, you can't just sit here and be like, yeah, I just want to keep sitting here beating on little kids.
Exactly.
I just want to be here on these little kids. Like, bro, look at your weird ass in that little sponge room.
You beat on these kids. I love it.
Like, yo, like, it's just, no, I can't even make jokes about it. It's weird. I can't even crack a joke. Like, it's weird.
But I got a question. Just
I got you.
Because we're here on the Fire Force thing. Where would you put Fire Force right now? Because the way you were hyping it up in terms of just like everything, the way you feel about it, I feel like Fire Force was nowhere near like a top 10 for you. I'm not saying it's top 10 now for you, but do you feel like it's like, where would you rank it?
For me, definitely top 15. I would say top 15, top 16 now.
Okay.
And part of that is too, I'm starting to like rethink of my list about like, don't get me wrong, I'm always gonna have, Yu Yu Hakusho up there. I'm always gonna have Samurai Champloo up there.
Some are always gonna be there.
Yeah, some are always gonna be staples. But there are definitely some that as we get older and as we watch new gen and anime and we get new stuff, that things are gonna get pushed out because there's new goodness coming.
There's just new goodness, 100%.
So I think Fire Force for me is definitely creeping into that top 15 range right now. It has top 10 potential. Oh, it has top 10 potential.
Oh, depending on how they end this, it could definitely go into my top 10.
Now I tell you this, and I'm a give you one better.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you one better.
Oh, sure.
It may even replace Soul Eater until the new Soul Eater come out. Because I think if this, now I'm gonna tell you right now.
I want to talk about this with you.
I got a theory. They're waiting for season 3 of Fire Force to slap. And if season 3 of Fire Force slap,
they redo Soul Eater.
They're going to reboot Soul Eater. And I'm going to tell you right now, matter of fact, with a camera. I'm going to look at the camera.
They could have got this out to Burn the Witch.
You know how crazy I'm going to act. We get a Soul Eater reboot.
I mean, I'm going to act crazy.
I'm going to act so crazy.
I'm going to act crazy.
Bro, I'm so...
And still, I don't care what you say. I have been reading the manga, so at least for me, like, I understand, like, the level of, like, well, not the level, but, like, the depth that you do not get in the anime versus the manga.
Yep.
And obviously, anyone can always be like, oh, the manga or the book is always going to be better, but, like, there are definitely some very key things missing from the manga to the anime. First and foremost, there's personality things that are like big and missing in the anime.
I told you. They didn't do Black Star right, bro. They did Black Star.
Black Star is way darker than than he appears in the show. He's way darker. So point being is, I would love to see them redo that, obviously, but I still do love the original that they did.
Yo, man, I want to ask you something too, and we could get off these topics right here because I know we got a couple things we want to get to. Also, yo, shout out TMS Podcast, Aaron. Don't take long breaks again. LOL in the chat.
I had already mentioned that like.
Oh, you did?
30 minutes ago.
Yo, it don't matter. I saw it on my screen.
God.
Listen, I want to make sure it's a shout out. I'm trying to show love. Damn, fuck. All right, no, but I gotta ask you. Where are you at on solo leveling? What's your thoughts on solo leveling? Where
leveling?
What are you thinking?
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I didn't think I was gonna like solo leveling as much as I like it.
Why did you think that?
I don't know. I just felt. I think what it was is I was waiting on another like isekai level kind of thing. Whereas, like, I just like there was a while ago. I can't remember which episode of the podcast it was on. It doesn't really matter. But you were like, you feel like isekais are like oversaturated, and I agreed with you. And I felt like we were going to get another something like that. And so I went in, unfortunately, with not the best kind of like thoughts about it. However, did this shit exceed my expectations? But I will say this. Animation is carrying it. I'm not saying that the show is bad. I am not saying that the show is bad. But the animation in those fight sequences are carrying the show.
Carry is a very strong word. I think it's carrying the show.
That's a very. I think it's carrying. I think they're carrying the show. Do I like the show? Yes. Do I like the direction it's going in? But it's not like we haven't seen anything like this before.
The thing I'll say about it, and I can't agree with you that animation is carrying it. I will agree that animation is a big part of the show's success. But I don't know if I could go ahead and
animation and fight sequences.
Yeah, but that's all a part. That's all akin to me. To me, the only thing that when I look at Solo Leveling, I look at two things. One, I think about that first episode, and I go back to that first episode a lot because none of this happens if he don't get trapped in that double dungeon. None of that happens. And him coming out and being where he's at now, that always makes, for me, like I do enjoy seeing the glow up. Even though he grinding it, but I do enjoy seeing the glow up. I don't like that you can't have that normally. I don't like that whatever your power awakens, that's just it.
Oh, that's it. Like,
I've never liked that. It's my only issue with Solo Leveling. Everything else is the only issue about it.
It would be like if Good Kid said Solo Leveling was one of them ones, just can't remember anybody's name.
It's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact. Listen, Solo Leveling is definitely one of them ones. I completely agree. I am not taking anything away from Solo Leveling. I just feel like the fight sequences as well as the animation is carrying it. But just to kind of get back to that for a quick second.
Need a quick pick in it. That's all I thought about when you said that. You remember that? Like, hey, Donnell, let me get a quick pick in a two.
I can't stand you, bro.
No, all love.
Where was I going now? What did you say?
Because that's the thing for me. The only issue I have with Solo Leveling truly is the fact that once you get your level or your power, or whatever, that's it.
It'd be like if Magikarp never turned to Gyarados. Like,
bro,
like if you had E rank, that's terrible, bro.
Like, He would have been
a Magikarp forever.
The only reason why any sane person that's an E rank would go on any of these missions is the exact reason why he's there. He's taking care of his sick mom, and he's trying to put his sister in school.
Bro, she's going to die. I feel like let's make this very clear. Bob is looking for the elixir of life. Like, she is going to die. This is terminal, my boy.
Listen. Calling it the elixir of life does definitely add up to the fact that
there's a level of urgency that needs to be like noted here.
I think overall I haven't gotten enough story from Solo Leveling yet, although I think we're getting there. We're starting to because it had to get to the point where in season 1 we had to get to the point of him starting to do his leveling up. And Igris, the night he got fire.
Bro, he even was like, I think he's still a little stronger
than me. Like, come on.
And he was basically like, if he fought me full force, I would have died. Yeah, we know this.
Like, I love that. So getting an opportunity to see the glow up, getting an opportunity to see him get Igris, and that Igris fight is awesome, and I still love watching it. But now I feel like we're starting to get into the crux of our story when it was like, yo, these monsters can fly, y'all. Yo, hold up. His dad just showed up, and I can't tell.
That one right there is what got me.
We're starting.
That's what got me. So like that was a very good wrench in this shit because I think at least for me, I was getting to the point where it's like, okay, where is this going to go? Solo leveling.
Yep.
Because I felt like we kind of already got the meat and the potatoes. Not that this was a bad thing. Not that I'm not enjoying it, but it was just like, okay, he pretty close to getting the elixir of life. Mm-hmm. What happens for this?
Oh yeah.
So to watch this father come up out of the abyss of wherever the fuck he came back from and beat an S-ring ass like nothing.
Bro, did you see that new episode?
He needed that though. I didn't watch the latest one. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're good.
I know you were supposed to. I forgot. He beat his motherfucking ass, and he needed it because he was a dickhead. Listen. Here's the thing. All right, you know when somebody a dickhead when they wear their collar up on their polo. So it was a wrap.
Okay, that's
so. I was happy to see him bandaged up. We was all set with that one. I was appreciative.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, he got his ass whooped, bro. He got I believe the youngins call it dog walked. That man got dog walked. And he came in
bad.
He came in there talking all that good shit about
kicked in your chest.
So like solo leveling, and I'll even put I'll put two of them together because right now, obviously, we watch the solo leveling week to week, and one that I am watching too that like kind of for me is very reminiscent of solo leveling because of the concept, not in the way that the worlds are built, but in the fact that they do have similar aspects of it. Shangri-La Frontier, which shout out to you. Can I get the thank you out? Golly, I'm trying.
I couldn't even help myself. I
I'm trying to get it out.
My fault. Let me just sip my brain juice.
Yeah, your brain juice is crazy. Oh my god! But no, for real, like. When I look at it, I'll tell you, brain juices. Oh my god, Ryusuke, bro.
No, it's the counselors, y'all.
Shout out to Ryusuke, bro. Shout out Ryusuke from Blue Lock, bro. Get high off of brain juice. But when I think of Shangri-La Frontier and I look at solo leveling and the way that both of them have that like World of Warcraft kind of vibe, which I ain't gonna lie to you, I may take you up on that offer.
Whenever you ready to get back on World of Warcraft, I'm down.
They're both making me want to play it because I'm enjoying, especially from the Shangri-La Frontier side, I'm enjoying the fact that like I never thought about building my character in the way I want to play it as. Like I was like, all right, I got a bunch of stuff, I'll make it work. No, bro, they're building their character because of the style, and I love that. And then I look on the flip side. Honestly, I look on the flip side and I look at like solo leveling, and although they can't quote unquote build their character in the same way, he can, and he can build
exactly. He can.
So I'm enjoying that aspect of it from both of those series. And so I'm curious of where the story's going to go. But solo leveling for me, the animation, the fight scenes, that's going to carry is still a really strong word for me. I think it's going to be the main thing we love about it. Aries kind of.
But you're talking in a future tense. I'm not saying that we can't adjust and just like be like, all right, maybe down the road, like the story becomes a bit more, I don't know,
easier to be more entertaining, more mystery.
Not necessarily entertaining. Just like I feel like the story is just a little. We got a basic story, man. He's trying to save his mom. I'm talking about as in what we know right now. We have a basic story, and that's okay.
You want to know what the most basic thing about the entire thing we've seen as far as the story of solo leveling has been? The most basic point that is an undeniable fact. Them monsters want to kill humans so bad. Them monsters want to kill humans. Like, it is the greatest thing. Bro, they out here looking like, oh my God, let me go out here and pick some daisies and kill some humans. This is great.
You know what? You're right.
They enjoy it.
You're right.
The Ice Elf is what confirmed it for me. When the
Ice Elf was he was just like,
we just out here doing some killing.
Secondly, hold on. Now that I'm here, this just like crossed my mind because you brought up Ice Elf dude. I can't remember this guy's name.
I just know.
Shout out to him though, because he did his thing. I ain't gonna hold you.
Low-key, he got hold a little bit.
He got hold. I don't think he got hold. I don't think he got hold. I think he got cocky.
Okay, I can see that.
He got cocky.
I can see that. I still think he got hold.
Even before he died, he was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm about to kill y'all.
Yeah.
Smash. Like, and it splattered. So he just got cocky. I think he could have won if he didn't get cocky. But what I was going to say was, oh my God.
You were talking about the ice elf. You said ice elf. We were talking about the ice elf. You said you had something that you were just thinking about because I said the fact that the ice elf, and you started talking about the fact he got cocky.
Yes, I remember all that. I don't remember the point because I didn't start it yet. I didn't start the point. If I started the point, then I would have been able to come back. All right, it's gone. It doesn't matter.
So let me ask you this: if you were in the solo leveling world and you were like a C rank, would you take on a B or above ranked mission?
Why?
Given the opportunity, more money, more gold, more enthusiasm.
No, you're stuck. Like you can't get no stronger. Like you know what the worst part is? Oh, I mean my point. Can't let this one go. I'm sorry. Hold that thought, please.
I'm going to.
Is this shit even real?
I don't know. I'll be honest.
Because then Ice Elf glitch.
Yeah, he glitched. He might be in it. So I think my theory is this: Sung Jin Woo and his dad unlocked something that allowed them to basically be outside the Matrix
and just like manipulate the Matrix.
Yes, that's what I. Or
no, maybe not them, but like anyone that's S rank.
I don't think it's S rank. I think
I think S rank, and then there are like special grade in terms of like JJK kind of like shit. Like so, there are S rank hunters,
yeah,
but then there are special grade motherfuckers too.
Agreed, but you want to know
so
what
I think go ahead. Him and his dad, and maybe some other people that have not come about yet, are probably special grade.
You know what you're missing as a common denominator to make them people special grade?
Family?
No, whatever the fuck that was in episode 1. Whatever that deity thing was in episode 1 that made him special grade. He definitely is not the only person that has done that double dungeon before. We don't even know what they haven't touched on that.
Or maybe they're all deity. That's why I said it isn't real. So maybe everything is being ran like a game. Remember that show? Oh my God. What was the show where the deities would like take bets or whatever, like who would like I gotta find this. It
was it Blood of Zeus?
No. Oh my God! I'm gonna find this. I'm writing this one down.
Yo, not the pen and pad. No man said, hold
on. No, I'm writing this one down.
I'm gonna have a bitch fit. I'm gonna write this down. Yo, that reminds me, they are coming out with a new scary movie. Shout out to the Wayans.
But I'm happy to have them back.
I think that's
because Scary Movie 2 is like one of my favorite like comedy movies of all time.
But Scary Movie stopped being funny when the Wayans left. That's just a fact.
They said that. They put that in one of their
It's just a fact. It's just a fact. But the reality.
Hold on, sorry, just to finish the point. What if there's a whole bunch of deities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like taking bets and shit and doing things on the side or whatever, and then like they kind of find a champion.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then maybe that's what it is type deal. And so maybe nobody did find this deity yet. And like he was like, I bet this is my champion now. Maybe his father's a champion.
You know what you're thinking of? You're thinking of not Blood of Zeus. What's the other one? Record of Ragnarok.
No, I'm not thinking that.
You're not thinking of Record of Ragnarok?
Love Record of Ragnarok, but no. I want to say it was a Netflix show. It gave me like Seis Manos vibes in terms of the way it looked. Animation and just artistic style. But in short, what ended up happening was they're like the deities of like they're like ancient like Aztec deities and stuff or whatever.
That does Seis Manos.
It does, right? I can't remember what it was. But anyways, they have like champions and shit and they would fight. And to see who's going to like basically rule the world or some shit like that. I can't remember. I got to put you on this if I can find it. But
Fate Stay Night is like that because it's like they have the
I like Fate Stay Night.
The Holy Grail Wars and everybody get a chance. Mm-hmm. So it's similar like to Fate Stay Night.
It's not like that though. This one's even worse.
The concept that you're alluding to.
This one's bloodier and just like kind of like nobody really knows about it. Like it's just them on the outside doing it.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that's definitely up your alley if it's a little bloodier. But now, like I look at it truly as the sense of this. When I think of solo leveling, because I had a point that I wanted to go back to specifically around Sung Jin Woo and like if you were in that world. So if you're a C ranked hunter and you had
I'm not doing it.
But listen, I didn't even. Let me paint the picture.
When you asked me the question, I was just saying
let me paint the picture. You a C-ranked hunter, and you have an opportunity to go on a B-ranked or above mission. Now, granted, yes, if it's an A-ranked mission, you're probably not going to take it. But you can go on a B-ranked mission, make X of millions of dollars, and be set for at least like the next 2 years. Like, you could go on one job on a B-ranked mission and not have to work for the next 5-10 years. And all you got to do... you're not no frontline tank. You're not no healer. You there kind of just doing your
found it. Well, yeah, go ahead.
But like you there just kind of doing your job. Are you not going to entertain the idea of going on the B rank mission?
No,
because I would entertain it.
First of all, we're not entertaining shit. Because once you go to that motherfucker, you got to finish it. There's no entertaining. This is a yes or a no. I'm like, so for me personally, this is a yes or no. And let me explain to you. All right. You go into this shit, you already at the fucking you're a low level Dumbledore already in here.
Okay.
Like a salamander could kill you, probably.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Like you really out here. You are on the bottom of the totem pole. Okay, cool.
World of Warcraft Australia.
Like, it's real bad.
Yep.
You looking real tasty out there. So there's that factor. And then there's the factor that this shit might turn into a red gate, potentially too. Bro, so let me explain to you.
Go ahead.
This is how I look at it. If I was a C rank and I knew that there was no other fucking chance, like this is a wrap, I'm a C rank motherfucker. All right, cool. I'm going to go be a fucking miner.
The mining gig didn't look too bad.
I ain't explain you why, because it's only E ranks, but if I go in there as a C rank, I could go crazy.
Yeah, the mining joint didn't look that bad.
I'm good.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm good. Are we talking about just staying alive, bro, and just trying to make a living? Then I'll do that.
But there is going to be that one time when you get, and they got to give me more on like how the gates work, because I do not like the fact you can go into one gate and then 2 seconds later it changes to a different gate and now you just stuck. And they was like, oh, they're going to be stuck in there for 6 weeks. You're going to be in there 6 weeks with the ice elves. The ice demons.
No, you're not in there for 6 weeks. You in there until you win or you die.
No, I know, but like the reality is the time change moves differently. It took them when that gate changed on them and they was dealing with the ice elves. They was in there for like 6 weeks, and then they had to come out, and it had only been like 10 minutes on the outside. I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
Onyx Equinox,
like but Onyx Equinox, I do remember.
It was Crunchyroll.
I do remember.
It was a Crunchyroll original.
I actually meant to check that one out. I do think I remember.
I don't think it was like the best thing in the world, but I enjoyed the watch.
Okay.
Onyx Equinox.
Well, that is a beautiful segue, because now we can talk about the thing that we definitely want to talk about here. And it is anime adjacent. Bro, Invincible Fight Girl. Invincible Fight Girl. Shout out Invincible Fight Girl. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome that one too. You're welcome.
That's the best cartoon I've seen in a while.
Bro. Oh my goodness, Invincible Fight Girl.
Had me rocky in the beginning.
I don't know how. It had me sold after that first episode. I ain't gonna hold you. I was sold after that first episode.
I think it was like there was a few things that weren't explained.
Fair. But that's
like about the world, and like the world building didn't feel too great.
Oh no! All you got to know about the world is that wrestling is king. Wrestling is the greatest thing in the world. That's all you got to know.
And I get it. The world building wasn't that great, so I think they were losing me there. It felt a little choppy at times.
Fair.
But loved it. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely cannot wait until the next season of Invincible Fight Girl.
You know what Invincible Fight Girl felt like to me? It felt like a love letter to anime. It felt like an American creator's love letter to anime, because that's anime, bro. That's an American an anime inspired like show, similar to like how Boondocks is anime inspired. It's an anime inspired show, but they do it. I've never seen an English shonen, like an American created English shonen.
Yeah, no, you're right.
What that is. That's 100% what that is. Like, they're having inner monologue. They having inner
monologues and stuff in the middle of the fight. Yep. Like learning and growing in the fight. Yep.
I love, and I don't remember if we watched this episode together. We may have. I think that was the last one I watched when I was up there before I dipped. But the fight between her and M. Brandon beat Puncher.
Yes,
fight between
that was the fight. That was the fight we watched. That was a good fight. That was a good fight.
Like the beef punches alone is a hilarious like concept. But then
that was a good fight.
What was that movie? Did you see that movie? It was on HBO Max. I think it was called The Iron Claw. It was like with Zac Efron and the dude from The Bear.
That shit made me so fucking sad.
That movie was so sad.
I was looking for reprieve somewhere.
And
to find out that they were really actually real wrestlers and everything.
Yep.
Shout out to the one who actually made it out and just like got out of wrestling and started a family and just like lived his life for his brothers.
Yo, I when I watched that, there's no way because I saw that. I think that came out like in the summer. So we watched
sometime last year for sure.
Yeah, like we watched it last year because I heard a lot of great things. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Zac Efron now. He's pretty cool. The dude from The Bear is dope. I still remember him as Lip from what's it called? So like he's
Shameless.
Yeah, from Shameless. He's still Lip from Shameless. Like it's cool.
Yep.
So I wanted to check it out, but like. As I'm watching the movie and getting sadder and sadder, and the brothers keep dying, and I'm just like, damn, bro.
I don't even understand how he made it through.
I don't. But then juxtaposition when we watch freaking Invincible Fight Girl, and then we meet the beef punches. I'm like, bro, I can't do this again because that's the first thing I thought about was Iron Claw because the dad is the same dude from Iron Claw. He wants his sons and all of his sons to come together, and he's pushing them no matter what. But I'm like, bro, you don't understand. This is killing Mikey. Then M. Brandon had to come up.
They'd be like, yo, I'm going to be the bigger brother.
I'm going to be the bigger brother.
Go live your dream.
Oh, my God. Please give us season 2, bro. Please give us season 2. Like, and shout out Queso Poblana. Queso Poblana, the little one more time. But, and also, and I got to say this, because this is the episode I didn't watch with you, but you texted it to me. Did they or did they not create a great-ass anime villain? Did they or did they not create, with the girls whose parents was fighting over because they couldn't, the cowboy chick, the cowboy parent?
Oh, my, yeah.
And
bro, she was Broly.
Bro, and she's Broly.
She was Broly.
They ran that girl out of town. And now she's gonna be one of the best. Bro, they gotta give me season 2. They gotta
give me season. And I need to know what happened. That was a terrible, like, story too. Like the stories for the people who got messed up because of this world are great.
Yes.
Just think about the Perm Gang.
Oh my God,
think about the Perm Gang.
Game story. That backstory was great, bro. They was in a box.
They were in a cardboard box, living life, and they were happy.
Oh my God, the Perm Gang, bro! But I felt bad. I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad for Immaculate. I felt
terrible for Immaculate. But listen, like it's just like the thing is, it's just like you know how they say money begets money, evil begets evil, things of that nature. Yeah. Unfortunately, the life that they lived growing up begetted them becoming assholes. But you understand why. No, they were assholes, bro. They caused chaos on that island. They were beating people up. They ruined the town. Like they did some horrible things to people. They did the same exact thing that people did to them, and that was terrible. So they deserved their ass whooping for sure. But like y'all could have been better.
Yeah, but I look at it like this. Honestly, I take what the Perm Game was and what they did in their backstory, and I appreciated the little pig dude being like, "Yo, Immaculate, I got you, bro. You got this." Like he was his Flavor Flav, but like getting to that pinnacle, if you want to call it that, for the Perm Game, after you dealt with all of the crap, after you lived in a box, you got beat up, they got thrown out, like you do all of that. It's hard for me to think that will turn you into an asshole because I think like even though it did in this case, I'll meet you halfway and say it did in this case, but you would almost feel like they weren't. I don't got to have them be like Captain America Boy Scouts, but I feel like they were going to be a little bit more, I don't know, just in tune with the fact that they came from the mud. You know what I mean? Like feel a little bit more in tune with the fact they came from the mud, unless That's y'all wrestling style, and y'all just want to be the.
Nah, it wasn't though. It wasn't. That was just their personality. So their wrestling style was more like team group fighting, like and being like kind of like glorious. You get what I'm saying? Like
glorious.
Well, just think about like Coming to America. I hate to look at it like that in terms of like my man was always shining up his hair, like he was greased out all the time. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, so
he was up. He was finally winning, so he had to show people.
Wait, I gotta segue for one quick second because I'm not gonna lie, you're not gonna believe this to me. About 20 minutes ago, I was watching a video. It was a Tiny Desk. I forgot whose Tiny Desk it was, but it was like one of them old school like Motown singers or something, or somebody from that era. And one of his background singers, you know how the Tiny Desk they got the artists and then they got like the people in the background doing like the backup, vocals and everything. One of the backup vocalists was the guy who sang Soul Glow and Coming to America.
No way.
Bro, I got to find the video.
Yeah, you got to send me that. That's crazy. No way.
On the Tiny Desk, he was up there. And he was hitting the notes and everything. I was like, yo.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Bro, I'm telling you. And I just watched it like 20 minutes ago. I think I saw it on Twitter. So I gotta send it to you. Because that joint was perfect. But I think when I look at Invincible Fight Girl and I look at the way that they can build this world out, because I'll be honest with you, the dude who's making Invincible Fight Girl, he obviously loves anime. He obviously loves shonen. He's able to like pull it all together. And I am saying it's he because I looked up the guy and it's a black dude. I forgot his name, but it's like a love letter to shonen anime that we grew up with. And I had this conversation. I actually had this conversation with my mom a couple weeks ago because we were talking about, I got on some kind of subject about anime, and she was just like, oh, well, I mean, I never really was a big fan. I just remember I used to watch like Dragon Ball Z, and I used to be like, why are they blonde and why are they hovering in the air? And I was like, all right, we won't get there. And I explained to her, I was like, the reason why for our generation, like anime is so important because we all, and I told her about the joke about how like, all black people grew up in the same house kind of deal. And like,
Kanye West got one of the best lines about that.
But it's the truth though. It's the truth though. In some regards, obviously everybody had different experiences, but there's certain common items and certain common things that everybody. That's why when you see them acronyms, get your black ass in this motherfucking house. That's why everybody know what that says because we all heard the same kind of stuff. But I was explaining to her, I was like, look, when we were kids, even like me and my brothers, you and your brothers, like we used to always like you go to school. You come home, you do your homework, you go outside and hang out.
Go outside and go play tag, freeze tag, cops and robbers, like
until 6:00 when that Dragon Ball Z came on, and Tsunami came on, and you had all of them like
had to get back in, shower beforehand, and get ready.
And I remember. So
after Dragon Ball Z, I will wait for a Disney movie.
But like, yo, let's watch a Disney Channel movie.
Just saying.
Yo, $80 million kickoff is still my shit. But I was trying to explain to her the fact that for a lot of us, like anime became this community that we didn't even intentionally make. Like we just got kind of, hey, this is all great. And then when we got older, like this is how the bonding happens. This is how community happens. This is how anime lovers come together. But to see an anime lover and someone who's clearly part of our community, because you don't make no shit like Invincible Fight Girl unless you're part of the anime community.
Oh, 100%.
Make something that is not only a labor of love, but something that truly feels like I'm watching an anime. And I almost look at that as being like one of the highest compliments you can pay the creator, because that's what he set out to do. Was like, yo, I'm gonna make an anime. I'm gonna make a dope ass anime because I love wrestling. I love anime. I'm gonna get this little accountant girl who don't nobody think it could do nothing.
Some 90s shit.
And she gonna come out and be a beast. Like
some 90s shit. Just think about it. Think about it. There's some 90s shit. Like who how old is the creator of Invincible Fight Girl?
He can't be much older than we are. I'm not gonna hold you. Can't be much older than we are.
Invincible Fight Girl creator.
Even the best part about Invincible Fight Girl for me truly was
Justin Gordon Montgomery. Yeah, this is a nigga.
Why? But also, yes.
No, I didn't even see his face. I read his name and I knew. Yeah, he's a nigga. Let me see. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to read his bio and stuff. I'm just curious because
now you sit here looking at who is this dude who's a part of this
Who
community.
is this man, yo?
That made something that is truly a labor of love. It's a labor of love to the anime community. And I'm telling you, if you're not on Invincible Fight Girl, watch it. It's on HBO Max. It be coming on Adult Swim.
Mm-hmm.
Watch Invincible Fight Girl, because if they don't give me a season 2, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it, bro. I'm going to lose it if I don't get a season 2 of this show.
Guess what?
What up?
30.
30 what?
He's 30 years old.
Let's go.
That makes sense because, like, think about it. He grew up watching wrestling one same time we did. Like, I know you had to wait for it, but like me, I grew up watching wrestling.
Yeah.
Like heavily.
I know.
I grew up watching anime heavily. So this all makes sense. Yo, shout out to Justin Gordon Montgomery, man, for real, because you created something real special, for real. He's got another show actually that he created called DC Superhero Girls. I never heard about that. But it's WB. Or maybe he's not maybe he's just on it. I don't think he created it. He's a writer for it. He's a writer for it.
Yo, I'll be honest with you. The thing for me with Invincible Fight Girl, I know we could come. We it's been a while since we've been out here, so we went a little long, but we're gonna come back around. But the thing for me about Invincible Fight Girl, and this is why I'm still gonna always stand on this soapbox for a show like this, because I had seen, and there's another one coming out. I don't know how dark it's gonna be or how quote unquote like anime is gonna be. I know it's from what's it called? Iania, I think it's called. It's like this. It's like the creator is from Africa, and he made this show about like this. They look like they're like this African girl. Basically, she has some kind of connection. I gotta send you the trailer because you'll get everything. Not even the trailer, the theme song. They like had like the opening sequence of the theme song, and you'll get everything you need to know as soon as I show it to you. But basically, she has like some type of like spiritual connection with this giant tiger or giant panther or whatever, and she kind of like saves everyone. But like, it clearly looks like it may have elements of dark shit. And so when I see something like that, the first thought that I have is these are people who are inspired by the same things that inspired us to do this podcast, same things that inspired us to come together and watch anime all the time. Like, these are the people that, and yes, I didn't watch the Attitude Era because my parents knew that me and my brothers were going to kill each other. But the fact remains that whether it was Attitude Era wrestling, whether it was chilling with Tom on a spaceship, anything in between, like, this is something that's a part of us in a way that I don't think people that aren't a part of it, like that are in it, can get. Like, you don't understand how important this is to us, to the point where we are creating things just so we can not only continue to perpetuate what's going on, but for us to continue to come in and be like, look, community, we throwing this in the pot. We trying to get more
people. Now, even more so, like this, like you said, just to kind of piggyback off of all of that, for real, like, this also opens up the community.
Yes.
This also opens up the community for people who aren't even watching anime. Maybe they're just watching Craig of the Creek. Maybe they just started watching Invincible Fight Girl, and now they're watching Invincible Fight Girl. It's like, oh, this kind of, this looks interesting. Let me try to find something else like that. And then they get in there, they get in the anime. Or vice versa, anime people who aren't watching cartoons. Okay, let me watch Invincible Fight Girl. What else is like Invincible Fight Girl? Maybe you get Steven Universe. Maybe you get Craig of the Creek. Maybe you get, like whatever it may be. Like, it opens up the community 100%. And I think it opens up the community back to the heart of it all.
Yes.
Of being a kid, of just watching every kind of animated thing that was on TV. So, yeah. Yo, shout out to Justin Gordon Montgomery.
Spitting, bro. Spitting. That's what we love, bro. And also, I will not lie to you. I appreciate you dropping in Craig of the Creek there. Because I didn't know you was up on Craig of the Creek. Craig of the Creek. Because it's Craig of the Creek. He's going to say, nah, that's my joint. But yo, AU, bro, we had a great first episode back. Went long, went like an hour and a half, good some. But I like that. I think this might even be a little sweet spot. We'll talk about it. But I like having a little.
We'll have our conversations on the side.
I don't mind that. We could definitely get into some more stuff. We're gonna be back again next week, y'all. So definitely make sure that y'all are here. But yo, AU, before we slide on up out of here, let me know. Do you got something that you want to leave the people with?
I have a question for you, actually, before we get into this. We got a conversation outside of it.
What you got?
Craig of the Creek or Trying to throw you a curveball.
Yeah, I was gonna say this got to be a crazy curveball because it's like I think you were very much underestimate how much I love Craig of the Creek.
I'm well aware, but you put me onto a show, and I think this is what I want to go. You put me onto a show that definitely like. Hold on,
Craig of the Creek. He's gonna save the day.
All right. This is what I'm going for.
All right, let me see.
Craig of the Creek or Gravity Falls?
You son of a bitch. I lean towards. Okay.
This is a tough one.
It is a tough one. It is actually.
You know what? On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z,
I ain't gonna lie.
Mikey will have an answer for that. I'm gonna write this one down.
I appreciate that. You gotta text that to me so I remember because I gotta think about that one because that also means I gotta because I haven't finished the last episodes of Craig of the Creek. There's like a couple more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I gotta finish it. So let me finish it. And honestly, you want to know what also I want to throw in that because now I want to rank it. You want to know what else I want to throw in that? Star Butterfly and the Forces of Evil. I want to throw that in there too.
Until I finish Craig of the Creek as well. That's going to be difficult for me, but yeah.
Star Butterfly and the Forces of Evil.
I enjoyed it. But I'm gonna let you know right now. Gravity Falls already has Gravity Falls beats Star versus. I can't even. It beats it. So
Gravity Falls definitely beats that. Yeah, Gravity Falls clears that because you want to know the one scene alone. And as much as I did love Star Butterfly because I love the dynamic between her and Marco going off to the world where he got buff and everything and all that. I loved all that. I did love all of that. And the mystery with Star Butterfly was great. But that one scene in Gravity Falls when they was trying to bring his brother back, and they all thought that Grunkle Stan was crazy, and Seuss, they had convinced Seuss, and they had convinced and Mabel, and Dipper was trying to get them to stop, and Mabel was the only one, and Grunkle
was like, "Yup,"
and she looked at him and said, "Grunkle Stan, I trust you." Bro, that alone.
Done. Because first and foremost, Mabel, I'm not going to get into it. I'm sorry, I didn't even bring this up. All right, let's wrap up. Let's wrap it up. Because we could go a whole another 30 on Gravity Falls. That's light.
Low-key, this is definitely a next time on Dragon Ball Z because we may have to add that one in for next week. I'm going to write that one down. But, AU, before we slide up out of here, you got anything you want to leave the people with?
Listen, man, we appreciate y'all. Whoever tuned in. Popped in, popped out, whatever it may be, we appreciate y'all. The couch always going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And you already know what time it is. There's always room.
Always. And listen, I echo everything that AU just said. We appreciate y'all. We know we took a little time off and there was stuff that we was going on in life, but we back and I'm really excited for it. We're going to have, you about to get one of the best, if not the best version of Couch Steelers you ever got. I'm going to let y'all know that right now. And I stand
100%. And I apologize, y'all, that my internet is trash. I'm having some issues out here in the woods.
I guarantee. What's the line? I guarantee.
So I put my stamp of authenticity on it. I guarantee it. On it.
Shout out Money Under Mount Vernon. Yo, everyone, listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Again, make sure that y'all follow the link, follow our socials, because we are going to drop that new RSS feed for y'all. So, again, you can find us still on Spotify. You can find us still everywhere else. But check us out on all our socials at Couch Steelers and subscribe to the Couch Steelers YouTube and hit that notification bell so you know when we drop something brand spanking new, y'all. All right. Well, we appreciate y'all for listening. We'll be back next week, and we outie 5 Dowdy. Always rule.
Peace.